to Business Insight. I'm your host, Rainbow. This morning, our discussion is about the new banking code by Australian Banking Association. Today, we invited Stephen, ABA administrator, and Alan, the owner of King Coffee. Hi, guests. Welcome to the show.
Nice to meet you.
Good morning.
As the new code mentioned, there should be 10 clear sections between customers and the banks. What are they, Stephen?
This new code has been separated into three main parts. The first part is about basic introduction, and help clients know our bank services easier. The second part is about loan, like when you apply for it or how you guarantee it. This last section seems like a kind of after services. Let the clients know how to deal with the issues when things go wrong. Of course, this new code is based on ethical principles which shared by all member banks, such as trust, confidence, integrity, and so on.
Thanks for explanation. It seems that the new code benefits and improves not only the individual but also the business rights and protection. So, Alan, as the owner of the King Coffee, have you benefited from the new code?
Well, talking about the benefits of the new bank code, the first one popping into my mind is the frequency of the bank contact with us customers is higher than before. For example, the notice of transaction fees will provide with us customer before they occur, which can avoid us customer pay the wrong bill. And if there are any abnormality in our accounts, the bank will contact with us immediately to ensure whether we know the truth or not.
So, in ABA's perspective, how do you interpret this change?
Yeah, it's our duty to promote efficiency and services. When we imply our new banking code, the first thing we have done is to train our staff and representatives in order to solve any kind of issues. For example, we must ensure our staff understand their duties and comprehend our new code, and also know how to utilize it when providing bank services. Based on professional competence, we will honor the commitment we make to the clients when in a new code, and also we will protect your confidentially and we will protect your confidentially and keep the individual information private from the outside.
Yes. So, Alan, what else do you feel about this new code?
Thanks to the new bank code for small business, it became much easier for me to get 500,000 loan from bank. I mean, it is really convenient and efficient for small business to get the loan. For example, the bank lowered the loan contracts. On the one hand, they are written in plain English and easier to understand for normal citizens like me. And on the other hand, the bank lowered the threshold for loan, and meanwhile they improve the effort in evaluating my company ranks of integrity and financial condition. I think these behaviors for banks not only can they enhance the proper reliability for loan, but also they can improve the efficiency for small business to get the loan.
In terms of loans, no matter individuals or small business, we have right to make the loan after evaluating your rank of integrity and financial condition. If we decide not to approve the loan, we will tell you the general reasons in the appropriate circumstance. The new banking code specifies the loan contract with few conditions. Based on professional competence, we will honor the commitment we make to you in the new code, and also we will protect your confidentially and keep your individual information private from the outside.
Well, the third benefit of the new bank code appears in my round. Because of my friend's wrong operation, his company and him experienced the financial difficulties. The bank looked after his company immediately after it happens, and with my friend's cooperation, the bank worked with him and made a sustainable plan for him to deal with the financial difficulties. I think it is really humanizing and efficient. And after that, my friends told us the bank will provide help with us will depend on our individual situation. I think it is no doubt that a huge benefit for small business after the new bank code.
Yeah, it is our duty of the strong to protect the weak. Whenever you meet financial crisis, we will somehow try to help you. However, you have to be honesty to open about your difficult situation of financial difficulty. And like you mentioned before, we encourage you to contact us actively. Otherwise, if we find you have some trouble to repay the loan, we will contact you and discuss with the situation, and there will be some options available to help you.
Yeah, just as they discussed, Australian customer will see tangible benefits from this new code, whether it's through your credit card, home loan, small business loan, or just the day-to-day banking. However, in the implementation process of this new code, according to some customers' feedback, there's still some drawbacks exist. So, next, let's turn to the owner of the small business. Alan, what's your point of view about the new code's weakness?
As I said above, the new bank code has so many benefits for small business, but there is also a threshold issues I am considering is how the small business should be defined. Actually, there are many customers represent small business, but they are not sure whether his company belongs to the small business or not. So I think it is really important for banks to define the small business definitely.
Yes, for the ABA's perspective, how do you respond to this?
Yeah, that's a problem. I'm also interested to know the financial services of the United Kingdom, and it has re-examined its definition of small business and submitted a number of comments to this body. And also, I have also studied deal with the issues in which other code of practice for small business landing in comparable jurisdictions like Ireland, Canada, and the United Kingdom.
Yes. So, Alan, what else do you find about the weakness?
As a representative of customers, they are often attention for their vital interest. Bank fees are the main issue here. The new bank code illustrates some things about the basic low or no fees accounts, but I don't think it's really enough. In my opinion, whilst competition between banks serve to moderate visible front-end fees, such as loan application fees, the competitive marketplace doesn't moderate some other less visible fees, such as default fees. There are also many customers question for the fairness of default fees actually.
Yeah, well, although it is not my role to determine the level of the fees, however, considering the new code should require better disclosure irrelevant to the certain fees, or or establish some principles as to how certain fees should be levied. Maybe later I will provide some relevant services to advice to my superiors, and maybe specify all levels of the fees such as commission charges and default fees.
Okay, because of the time limitation, thanks for your time with us. Just as Alan and Stephen discussed, the new banking code plays an important role in Australia's banking system, but more to do. Thanks for joining with us. I'm your host, Rainbow. This is Business Insight. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.